Well, good morning. It's July 3rd, and I have the day off. I have been taking a 30-day break from Facebook, and I've kind of been taking a 30-day break from a lot of stuff, but since it's a holiday and I'm in my office, which is where I spend most of my day, I thought, well, I will show you some of the things I do every morning. So the first thing I do every morning is I use a pulse oximeter to see my blood oxygen level. And I bought this when the pandemic started because they said that this is one of the things that happens is that if you get COVID and you might feel okay, but your blood oxygen level goes down. I remember doing this when my daddy was sick. Mine's 98 today. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if it'll focus on it. Focus, 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 focus. Nope, wouldn't focus on it, but it was 98. Anything above 95 is good. Let me get it to focus on me again. So that is a good thing. And then the other thing I do is I take my temperature. And I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm talking so I can't really take it. I just bought this little temperature thing online. You put it under your tongue, old school. It's not one of those that read your forehead temperature. But when we go back to work, we have to take our temperature before they let us in the building. And I thought, well, I want to know what it is before I drive all the way to work. And my temperature is usually around 96.7 all the way to 97.4. That's kind of my normal. So I think it's kind of cool to know that. And the next thing I do is I have a little sip of coffee. And I've been putting some, coconut oil in my coffee. And since my coffee has a little fat in it, I can take my vitamins. And I put all my vitamins in a little pill box like this. And I've been taking my vitamins since I had my hip surgery. And one of the vitamins that I take is vitamin D, which I think is a very important vitamin. And I would recommend everybody take it during the pandemic. Unless you're getting tons of sunshine, I would suggest you take it. But vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, so you got to have some fat while you take it. So that's why I have my coffee with some coconut oil. And I just got to get my water. I use that to help dissolve the vitamin D. So there's some people who believe vitamin D is a really helpful thing for COVID, and they have theories that that's why people of color get the coronavirus worse, is because they have less vitamin D because of their skin pigment. I think that might be one small contributing factor. I think it's a lot of other things too, but I think that's one of them. So I just took my vitamin D and my turmeric, fish oil, a big multivitamin, glucosamine chondroitin, and then something for my eyes. I don't know what it is. And my surgeon who did my hips said, you know, my socket was a beautiful ball, like a cue ball, no arthritis. And he said, but the minute he went in there, he was like a knock-knock, hey, you should grow some arthritis. So he said, from here on out, you should take those vitamins. And you might ask, what's around my neck? I wear this now all the time so that if I'm out walking or I can't be socially distanced, I have this on me. And I just do like this and instant mask. Now, it's not, you know, like if I'm going to go into a store, I wear a surgical mask, but I keep this on me all the time because our state has gone to mandatory, well, I don't even know if they call it mandatory, but you can't go into a business. The business is supposed to refuse you if you don't wear a mask. I don't want to get into mask politics because they don't make any sense to me, but this is an easy thing for me because then I always got something. If I like, oh dang, I want to go in there. Like, I don't know what I would go into because I don't go anywhere, but like if I'm walking and the path is small and someone's going to pass, I can just mask up real quick. And guess what? These are like 50 SPF, and I got a bunch of different ones, so I wash them every day. But that's my recommendation. So another thing I've been doing, I've been so sad and depressed. So today I invited some friends to be with me. And the first friend I've been visiting with is a woman. Let me put her picture up closer. Lisa Lee. I went to high school with her, and she was a really cool person. She was tragically killed in a bike accident. But I like to look at her and talk to her a little bit. And then the other guests I have today are my mom and dad. And my mom is still alive, and she's being really good in the lockdown. But my dad has passed away, but I like to talk to him. And he has been with me in the mornings when I've started doing the New York Times crossword puzzle. I only do the Mondays because I'm not very good. But sometimes when a clue reveals itself, I can hear my dad laughing in my head. So that's what I do for COVID every morning. Oh, I forgot. This is going to be my commercial now. I recommend everybody get the COVID symptom tracker. It's an app on your phone. I don't know if you can see it. I'll take a screenshot of my phone, but it's the COVID symptom tracker. You take a minute each day and help fight the outbreak in your community, and it doesn't track you. It's not a tracker like that. It asks you every day, how do you feel? And every day I feel normal. It also asks me every day, have I had a positive COVID test? Which I always answer no, because I haven't had a COVID test. But they're learning a lot of stuff from this app. And it's the Massachusetts General Hospital and ZOE. I think it's a joint partnership. And they're learning a lot. Like the other day they asked my blood type, which I don't know. But they're learning things like people who get really sick, there's certain blood types that are more prone to getting really sick because they're trying to figure it out. And they were one of the first ones to notice that people would lose their sense of smell and taste. They're also noticing that in this kind of second-y outbreak of things, a lot more people are experiencing diarrhea. And so I think this is really worthwhile. Now I know this might be just as controversial as these things, but for me it's what I do every day. Take it with a grain of salt. I recommend it. It's C19. They have it for Android and iOS. I do it every day. So this is what I do in the morning, and I'll leave you with some exciting temperature taking. So I hit the thing. The thing it does that's cool is it remembers what your last temperature was. So mine was 97.1, and here we go.
I really hate being away from you.